Yeah, I've shared my screen, children. Visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Fine. Was this the paper which I shared with you the other day? No. That is last class. Last class I had sent two sheets of assignment on coordinate geometry. Is this one of them?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. All right, yeah. All right, so see the figure and write the following. See the figure and write the following. All right. The coordinates of B. What are the coordinates of B? Is it 3 comma minus 2 or minus 2 comma 3?
Minus 2
Minus
comma
3.
Minus 2 comma 3. It's not 3 comma minus 2, it's minus 2 comma 3. The point, so what should you write? Coordinates of B. So the coordinates of B are minus 2 comma 3. The point identified by the coordinates minus 3 minus 2. Minus 3 minus 2. Oh, this is a printing mistake. It's my 2 here, children. It's 2 here. You understand? No, minus 1 is a printing mistake. Minus 2. So the point identified by minus 3 minus 2. Minus 3 minus 2. This is the point. Minus 3 minus 2. This is the point. So E is the point. You should write E is the point. E is the point identified by the coordinates minus 3 comma minus 2. E is the point identified by the coordinates minus 3 comma minus 2. The abscissa of the point D. What do you mean by abscissa? The x coordinate of a point. Okay, so a point has two coordinates, the x coordinate and the y coordinate. Y coordinate. The x coordinate and the y coordinate. Now, you need to know this. Let me write something. Make a note of this in your book. X coordinate, yeah. X coordinate of a point. Oh my God. X coordinate of a point is the perpendicular distance. You have to complete this. Is the perpendicular distance. Complete this. How do you define the x coordinate of a point? How do we define the x coordinate of a point? It's the perpendicular distance
To y, ma'am.
to y axis.
It's a perpendicular distance of the point from the y-axis. Very good. X coordinate of a point is a perpendicular distance of the point from the y-axis. From the y-axis. I'll tell you. We'll see how. So the x coordinate is also called the abscissa. Abscissa. The x coordinate is also called the abscissa. The y coordinate is called the ordinate. The y coordinate is also called the ordinate. Y coordinate of a point represents or is the perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance of the point from the x-axis. From the x-axis. Now, we'll just say that we don't understand the definition. It's a little difficult to understand. Don't understand. Let's understand from the point E here. Now, look at the point E, children. Look at the point E. Now, what is this one? What is this? This is the perpendicular distance of the point E from the x-axis. This is the perpendicular distance of the point E from the x-axis. Please watch, see, I'll show you again, see here. this point, look at this point E. This is the x-axis. This is the x-axis. This is the point. This is the perpendicular distance of the point E from the x-axis. Am I clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Now this one is a rectangle. This one is a rectangle. All right. We know that in a rectangle, opposite sides are equal. Okay. So how much is this? This length is nothing but this length. And how much is it? 2 units. This is 2 units. Don't say -2. Length is always positive. Ignore that minus. 2 units. This one is 2 units. This is 2 units. Okay. Now let me write the coordinate. Okay. Let me write 2 units. 2 units. Now, what is this one? What is this? This line segment represents the perpendicular distance of the point E from the y-axis. This is the y-axis. This is the y-axis. And this line segment is the perpendicular distance of the point E from the y-axis. How much is this? Is the same as this one, 3 units. Opposite sides are equal. This one is 3 units. So this one is also 3 units. 3 units. Now, what are the coordinates of this point, by the way? What are the coordinates of this point? -3, -2. The coordinates of this point are -3, -2. The coordinates of this point are -3, -2. So if you look at 3, where is 3? Where is 3? It's the perpendicular distance of the point from the y-axis. That's the x-coordinate here. It's -3. But the distance is positive. What is 3 units? It's the perpendicular distance of the point from the y-axis. That is the x-coordinate. And what is this 2 here? It's the perpendicular distance of the point from the x-axis, which is the y-coordinate. That is what is the definition of the abscissa ordinate. The x-coordinate of a point represents the perpendicular distance of the point from the y-axis. The y-coordinate of a point represents the perpendicular distance of the point from the x-axis. Y-coordinate, x-axis. X-coordinate, y-axis. Please make a note of that, children. We'll take another example. We'll take 200-300 examples and register that clearly. Finish writing that, children?
Completed, ma'am.
All of you?
Completed, ma'am.
All right.
Completed, ma'am.
Very good. All right, I'm going to erase it. Yeah, now let's take this point. Let's take this point. What's the address of this point, children? What is the address of this point D? Okay, what are the coordinates of the point D? Why so slow? Answer.
6 and 2.
6, 2. 6, 2. Now let's understand. Now see, this is the rectangle. This is the rectangle. Okay. Now what are the sides of the rectangle? This is 6 units. Can we see here? This is 6 units. So the opposite side, this one is also 6 units. And this one is 2 units. See, this one is 2 units. See here, we can see here 1, 2. So this is 2 units. So this is 2 units. So this one is also 2 units. Okay, so we have marked. Now what is this? It's a perpendicular distance. This is the point D. This is the point D. This one is the perpendicular distance of the point D from the x-axis. How much is it? 2. See, that's the y-coordinate. And what is this one? What is this one? This is the perpendicular distance of the point D from the y-axis. See this one. See here. It's on the y-axis. This is the y-axis. This is the perpendicular distance from the y-axis. That is 6, which is the x-coordinate. See, children, it's like this. See, this is the y-axis. The point is here. So how will you explain this one? The point is here. The point D is here. This is the y-axis. What is this line? This is the perpendicular distance of the point D from the y-axis. This is the x-axis. This is the x-axis. This is the point D. What is this? This is the perpendicular distance of the point D from the x-axis. So one more, see here. The address is 4, comma, I'm telling you slowly, I'll not ask you, I'll just tell it very slowly. Follow me. The address of the point is 4, comma, minus 3. Let's just complete the rectangle. This is the rectangle. From here to here is 4 units. So the opposite side, this is 4 units. From here to here is minus 3, but it's 3 units. So this is also 3 units. Now, this is the point A. This is the x-axis. So this is the perpendicular distance of the point from the x-axis. And this is the perpendicular distance of the point from the y-axis. So what is the perpendicular distance of the point from the x-axis? 3, which is the y-coordinate. And what is the perpendicular distance of the point from the y-axis? 4, which is the x-coordinate. All right, children. Got it? All of you got that?
Yes, ma'am. It's clear.
Yeah. So what you need to do is you just need to, take different points on the graph and tell yourself. When somebody says, OK, you understand, but have you really understood? You teach yourself. You take up some points and you teach yourself. So then it becomes very clear. Only then you will believe that you have understood it. OK, what's the abscissa of D? What is the abscissa of D? 6. 6. Because the x coordinate is the abscissa. The x coordinate is the abscissa. The ordinate is the y coordinate. Okay, Arjun, what is the ordinate of the point C? What is the ordinate of the point C, Arjun?
Ma'am, -1.
-1. Because the point is given by 3, comma, -1. So the ordinate is -1. See, for everything you must write whatever is there, like -1, +1, whatever is there. Only for distance you should remove the negative sign. Only for distance you should remove that negative sign. Now for ordinate, don't remove the minus sign. Everything you must write the sign along with the sign. Only when it is distance you should remove that sign. Okay. You can take a screenshot just in case you want. The answers are here.
Taken, ma'am.
Yeah. So what are the corrections I need to do here? See your figure. And then now this one is 2. Let me come from behind. Yeah. In the given figure, triangle ABC. See the figure as I'm reading? ABC and triangle ADC are equilateral triangles. On the common base AC, each sides. So much of English mistake. On the common base AC and each side of the triangle being 2A units. Each side of the triangles being 2A units. So it's 2A, 2A. This one, this AC is also 2A because equilateral, no? 2A, 2A. Both are equilateral triangles. Both are equilateral triangles. So all the sides are 2A units. Vertices A and C. Vertices A and C lie on the x-axis. Okay. And vertices B and D, you can see that. Vertices B and D lie on the y-axis. O is the midpoint of AC. O is the midpoint of AC. And BD. O is the midpoint of AC and BD. Okay. Find the coordinates of the point B. Find the coordinates of the point B. So let's understand what all is given. So ABC, this one is an equilateral triangle. This one is also an equilateral triangle. Okay, so that means 2A, 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 AC is also 2A, 2A, 2A. Okay, all are. Now, what is O? O is the midpoint of AC. O is also the midpoint of BD. O is the midpoint of AC and BD. So what will happen here? What will happen here? This is A, this is A. Because this whole thing is 2A. This full thing is 2A. And O is the midpoint. O is the midpoint of AC. So 2A becomes AA. Do we know the length of BD, children? Is BD 2A?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? That's all.
Yes,
Simple answer. Is BD 2A units? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
No. How is BD 2A units? Okay, just think about it and tell me the reason. Why did you feel, or why do you feel that BD is 2A?
Ma'am, every line is equal, so it's 2A, ma'am. All the lines are equal in this figure.
No. See, ABC is an equilateral triangle. So AB is 2A, BC is 2A, and AC is 2A. ADC is equilateral. So AD is 2A, DC is 2A, and AC is 2A.
Ma'am, we can't say the altitude is equal to the sides, ma'am.
Yeah. BD, the length of BD is not given at all. BD is not 2A. BD is not 2A. See here. This is ABC meaning AB, BC, AC. AB 2A, BC 2A, AC 2A, because ABC is equilateral. Then ADC is equilateral. AD 2A. The sides DC 2A, AC 2A. Because now you will say, then why this diagonal you're taking 2A? I'm not taking the diagonal as 2A. The sides are equal. The sides are 2A. So AC is a side common to both the equilateral triangles. AC is a side which is common to both the triangles, and the side is 2A units. The diagonal is not given. It happens to be the diagonal of the quadrilateral. Okay. Still feel BD is 2A? Yes, no?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So BD is not 2A. So what is given, what is known to us? We know that this one is A, because O is the midpoint of AC. So 2A becomes AA. And then this one, and it's a right, this one, can I take a right angle here?
Yes, ma'am.
Why? Because this is the rhombus now. How do we say it's a rhombus? Because all the sides are equal and the diagonals bisect each other. The diagonals bisect each other. Can I say that reason? Or can I say that the x-axis and the y-axis, they intersected right angles? Whatever. This is O, which means it's the origin. This is O, which means it's the origin, where the x-axis and y-axis meet. Origin is the point of intersection of the x-axis and y-axis. So the two axes, they are perpendicular to each other. Now, just in case you feel, like, what if O is some other point? Then also you can justify AB, AD, all these sides are equal because 2A, and the diagonals, for the diagonals, O is the midpoint. The diagonals bisect each other. O is the midpoint of BD. O is also the midpoint of AC. The diagonals bisect each other. So it's a rhombus. That means this is right. In a rhombus, the diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So 90 degrees. So this angle is 90. This is 90. So in this right triangle, you can take any right triangle. There are 4 right triangles. There are 4 right triangles. You can take any one right triangle. Now, if you take this right triangle, OA is A units. AB is 2A units. Now we can find the length of BO using Pythagoras theorem. You can find OB. You can find OB using Pythagoras theorem. You can find the length of OB using Pythagoras theorem. Now, supposing you find OB to be something, I'm just giving an example, something like root 3. OB, you find it, OB, the length of OB is say like root 3a. Root 3a. The length OB is root 3a. Because you'll find OB using Pythagoras theorem, right? You know AO is A units, AB is 2a. And by using Pythagoras theorem, supposing you find this is root 3a. If OB is root 3a, that means this height is root 3a. This height is root 3a. This point is root 3a. This point is marked root 3a. So what will be the coordinates of that point? 0, comma root 3a. What will be the coordinates of this point? It's on the y-axis. So x coordinate will be 0. This height is 3a, root 3a. So what will be the coordinates of this point? It's on the x-axis. So y is 0. So 0, comma root 3a. Because this height is root 3a. So, okay, now we let's say, we don't understand that, or even I don't understand what I am saying. Okay, so let's just take an example like this. Now, see here, what will be the address of this point? Now, supposing I mark this B, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what will be the address of this point B? How much is OB, children? How much is OB?
4 units, ma'am.
4 units. OB is 4 units because 1, 2, 3, 4. OB is 4 units. Now, what is the address of B? What are the coordinates of B?
0, 4. 0,4.
0, 4. 0, 4. Why 0, 4? Because it's on the y-axis. So x coordinate is 0. So 0, this height is 4. So this point is 4. So like that we write 0, root 3a. Because this height, using Pythagoras theorem, you find that this height is root 3a. So this point is root 3a. So 0, root 3. So the coordinates of B is root 3, 0, root 3. I am just saying an example root 3a. Let's see what it is actually. So that's how you find the coordinates of the point B. So this is one of the ways of working. So one of the ways of doing is finding the length of the line segment OB using Pythagoras theorem. Finding the length of the line segment OB using Pythagoras theorem. And then finding the points of the coordinates of the point B. Another way can be like this. You can find the, what is OB? OB is the altitude of the equilateral triangle ABC. OB is the altitude of the equilateral triangle ABC. And we know that the length of the altitude is given by the formula root 3 by 2a. A is a side. A is, don't mistake A to be the A given in this question. Root 3 into side. OB is the don't write anything. I have the answer. OB is the altitude of the equilateral triangle ABC. So the altitude can be found using the formula root 3 by 2 into side. The length of the altitude. See, we found OB, the length of OB using Pythagoras theorem. This is the other way of finding the length of the line segment OB. It's root 3 by 2 into side, altitude. So root 3 by 2 into side, which is 2a. What is the side of the equilateral triangle? 2a. So 2 gets cancelled. So root 3a. So OB is equal to root 3a. The length of the line segment OB is root 3a. So that means this point is root 3a. So the coordinates of B is given by 0, root 3a. Now tell me, children, quickly tell me what will be the coordinates of D? What will be the coordinates of D?
0, minus 3. Minus 3 a.
Yeah, 0, minus root 3a. Because this altitude also will be root 3a. Because this altitude also, when you find the altitude, what is OD? OD is the altitude of the triangle ADC. OD is the altitude of the triangle ADC. So you can find root 3 by 2 into side. Side is 2a. So the same thing you get. What do you get? Root 3a. 2 gets cancelled. Root 3a. Root 3a. So this height is root 3a, or the length of OD is root 3a. That means this point is root 3a. But we know that this is the negative side of the y-axis. So it will be minus root 3a. We know that this is the negative side of the y-axis. So it cannot be root 3a. It will be minus root 3a. So the coordinates of D will be 0, minus root 3a. So there are two ways of finding. So here we are asked to find only the coordinates of B, but you can the question can also be to find the coordinates of D. So what we need to do is we need to find the length of the line segment OB or OD using Pythagoras theorem. Using Pythagoras theorem, that is one method. How Pythagoras theorem? Because right angle, this is A, this is 2A. So using Pythagoras theorem, you can find OD. That is method 1. Method 2 is using the formula. How do you find OD or OB? They are the altitudes in the respective triangles. So you can find it using the formula √3/2 into side. And then since the points lie on the y-axis, the x-coordinates will be 0. This is the positive side of the y-axis. So it will be only √3a. This is the negative side of the y-axis. So it will be minus √3. Am I clear, children?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if I've worked both the methods. Done only. Oh, I'll work that Pythagoras theorem now. What have I done here? OB and OD are the altitudes of the equilateral triangles. So, okay, OD 3/2 into side. Okay, yeah. So you already have this answer, right? I showed you this yesterday, meaning in the last class, correct? You have this answer, right? Please respond, children. What happened? Are you all there or no?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you sent this picture to us, but I don't think we looked at this in our previous class.
Okay, take a picture now. No, I've explained it. You can write it later. Please complete it. Very important question. Leave some place, meaning just write the question number in your book and leave some place so that you realize you have to complete it.
Taken, ma'am.
Yeah.
Taken, ma'am.
All right.
Taken,
Oh,
ma'am.
here I can see find the coordinates of B and D. Why here I've written only B? Yeah, so B and D only it is. So this I'm writing for myself. Correct the question. So the other method is children. See, I've already explained, you've all understood. I'm just repeating it so that it becomes very clear to you. I know you've all understood. Then why am I repeating it? I'm doing it very consciously. Now tell me, in right triangle, you can take any one of the 4 right triangles.
BOAB, ma'am.
OA. BAD, huh?
AOB, ma'am.
AOD, ma'am.
AOB. 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 In right triangle AOB, by Pythagoras theorem, what do you have? OA, Krishmika, OA square plus. Quick. OA square plus. Okay, check class.
OB square, ma'am.
OB square. OA square plus OB square is equal to AB square. So what is OA square? A square. Oh, because OA is A, so A square plus OB square is what we'll have to find. AB square. Don't write 2A square like this. So AB is 2A. 2A the whole square. A square plus OB square is equal to 4A square. OB square is equal to, on when you transpose 4A square minus A square. OB square is equal to 3A square. OB is equal to square root of 3A square, which is root 3A units. And then the same thing, what you see in the next page, next slide. Yeah. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
3 vertices of a rectangle are given, okay? Plot these points and find the coordinates of the fourth vertex. So plot these points, meaning on a graph paper, you need to plot these 3 points. And it's given that the figure should form a rectangle. You should find the coordinates of the fourth vertex. So this is, we have named the, a rectangle ABCD. So we plotted A here, 3, 2, B here, -4, 2, -4, 5. So see here, you have plotted like this, A, B, C. Now the question is, where is D? Where should you mark the point D? Where should you mark the point D? So B is right above, C is right above, C is right above B. So D should be right above A. Right above A. And at the same height, no, it's 5 here. It's 5 here, so at the same height. You can just complete the figure. On the graph paper, when you plot, you would have plotted this one, then here this one and this one. Okay, so see here, you would have had this. This one you have. So just go up like this and then complete the rectangle. Then you can see this point. I'll show you again. You would have plotted this point A. Here you would have plotted this point B. And here you've got C. So you have the incomplete rectangle like this. So go up till this point and then join. So this is the rectangle. Now here you can see D and write the coordinates of D. So what is it? 3, 5, 3, 5. 3, 5. Yes or no, children? Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So 3 points are given. So we need to plot them on the paper, graph paper. And using them, you should find the fourth vertex, the coordinates of the fourth vertex, so that ABCD is a rectangle. Find the coordinates of the vertices of a rectangle. Find the coordinates of the vertices of a rectangle, which is placed in the third quadrant. The rectangle is placed in the third quadrant. It's not in the first, it's not in the second, it's in the third quadrant. Okay, so the rectangle is completely in the third quadrant, children. The rectangle is placed in the third quadrant in the Cartesian plane with length P units on the x-axis. So this is the x-axis, children. This is the x-axis. So P units on the x-axis can be P units like this or P units like this. But it is not this because it's in the third quadrant. It's in the third quadrant, so it has to be P here. So it will be minus P here. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
See here. X-axis, X and Y axis. The rectangle is in the third quadrant. The length is P units. The length of the rectangle is P units on the x-axis. This is the x-axis. Now, if I say 4 units, it can be 4 units from here to here, like this on the x-axis, or 4 units can be like from here to here, 4 units. But since the rectangle is in the third quadrant, it cannot be this. It has to be this one, this one. So here it is P units. This is P units. So that means this point will be minus P because negative side of the x-axis. So it will be minus P. and breadth q units on the y-axis. So q units can be like this q units, or it can be q units like this, but it cannot be this because the rectangle lies in the third quadrant. So here it is minus q, again because it is on the negative side of the y-axis. So now complete the rectangle. So you have to go like this and complete the rectangle. This is the rectangle. Now you'll have to find the coordinates. So this will be what? This is minus p x coordinate and minus q. What about, so these are the, okay, let me mark the coordinates A, B, C, and this is O already. This is O. You can mark it D, but since it's the origin, I'm just taking it as O itself. So what are the coordinates? So the rectangle is ABCO. ABCO is a rectangle. The coordinates of O, what are the coordinates of O? See how much time we're wasting, you know. It's like I'm teaching LKG students. What are the coordinates of O?
0, 0, ma'am.
0, 0.
0, 0. Thank you. 0, 0. What about the coordinates of A? Coordinates of A.
0, minus q, ma'am.
0, minus p.
Very good. So Raja attends classes now and then, but you're right. Very good. 0, minus p. What you slept on today, you would join the class late, Raja. We were discussing the timings and for the physical classes and you know the timings for the revision class also. You were not there, I think, during that time. Were you there?
No, ma'am. I just we went out. I just went out with my mother. I saw the message and I immediately came back.
So that means it completely went out of your mind that you have a class on Saturday, is it?
Not like that, ma'am.
So like you stepped out with your mom and then you got this message, so you came back.
Not like that, ma'am. I didn't notice the time actually.
See,
Sorry,
I
ma'am.
do change the timings, but I don't. It's either 6:15, 6:30 or 6:45. By now I would have realized that. Either it's at 6:15 or 6:30 or 6:45. Okay, 7. But you have, I had already posted that we have a class today. I sent the link late. Okay, fine. So I think Krishmika Shri is your friend here in the meeting, so you can just call her and ask her about what we discussed regarding the physical class and the revision class. Okay, Raja?
Yes, ma'am.
Or if you have any other friend here in the meeting, please call them soon after the class and get the details. All right?
Oh, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And text me that you spoke to so and so and you got the details clearly. Text me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, Raja's right. So see, A 0, minus P. What about C? What are the coordinates of C?
Ma'am, minus q, 0.
No.
0, minus.
Hey, Raja, you ditched me. No, what are the coordinates of A? I was super excited that you answered and I just said yes to what you said. Raja was wrong. I'm so sorry. What are the coordinates of A?
Minus
p, 0, ma'am.
Minus P, 0. My God. Minus P, 0. A is minus P, 0. I'm sorry for the blunder. Shit. Yeah, what are the coordinates of C?
0, minus q.
0. Let me be careful. 0, minus Q. Yes. What about the coordinates of D? B?
Minus p, minus q.
minus P comma minus Q. My God, I can't believe that I said that. And O is 0 comma 0. Okay. Sometimes, you're thrilled when somebody unusually participates in the class, and you just want them to be right. And so that, that's how I just said, okay, yes to what Raja said. See, because he was not there in the meeting when we started. And so then suddenly when I find him answering also, so I'm like blindly, yeah, he should be right. Okay. All of you get that, children? Isn't this easy? Anything difficult about this? Please ask me.
No, ma'am, it's simple.
No, ma'am. See.
You need to
No,
make a rough sketch. Yeah, you need to make a rough sketch. You can't do this on a graph paper. You need to make a rough sketch. It's a part of the answer. The rectangle lies in the third quadrant. Somebody's mic is enabled. Please disable your mic. Rishmika Shri. Yeah. So the length is P units. But since the rectangle lies in the third quadrant, P units should be from here to here. This is P units. So that means this point is minus P. Breadth is Q units. Third quadrant. So here it is Q units. And so it will be minus Q here, minus Q. Because again, negative side of the y-axis. So this is the rectangle. This is the rectangle. A, B, any order you can mark A, B, C, O, any order. So A is given by minus P comma 0. B is given by minus P comma minus Q. C is given by 0 comma minus Q. And O is 0 comma 0, which is the origin. Okay, I'm sure all of you have understood. This is the answer. Can I go to the next one, children?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. Let me show you the answer straight away. Plot the points. Plot the points M5 comma minus 3. 5 comma minus 3. So you can see it here. It's plotted here. 5 comma minus 3. N minus 3 comma minus 3. N minus 3 comma minus 3. So you'll have to plot only these 2 points first. Then what is the length of Mn? What is the length of Mn? The length of Mn. So how much is Mn? Mn is how much is it here from here to here? How much is it? 5 units. And how much is it from here to here? 3 units. So 5 plus 3, 8 units. Yes or no, children? See here, Mn. Mn, this line segment Mn. See, count the number. That's nothing but this one. That's nothing but this. Count the spaces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From the y-axis to this point is 5 units. See, this is 5, no, 5 units. And from the y-axis to this point, it's 3 units, 3 units. So 5 plus 3, 8. Find the coordinates of points A, B, C lying on Mn such that MA is equal to AB. Okay, so you need to find ABC on Mn. ABC on Mn. Okay, listen to this carefully. You need to find ABC on Mn such that MA, okay, see here, please see this one. Mn is this one. This is Mn. ABC, A, B, C on Mn such that MA is equal to AB is equal to BC is equal to Cn. That means the points A, B, and C divide the line segment AB, divide the line segment Mn in 4 equal parts. The points A, B, and C divide the line segment Mn into 4 equal parts. That's why it's given MA is equal to AB is equal to BC is equal to Cn. So now let's first find the coordinates of B. which is the midpoint of Mn. B will be the midpoint of Mn. B will be the midpoint of Mn. Do you all agree with that? Because see here, there's one part here, one part here, there's one part here, one part here. So these two are equal. B will be the midpoint of Mn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So to find the coordinates of, the midpoint B, what you do is you just simply have to do this. Okay, so to find, now you have one. I'll show it on the other, I'll show it here, children. Yeah, let me do it here. Yeah. All right, so we have Mn. Mn. And M, this is M is 5 comma minus 3. M is 5 comma minus 3 and N is minus 3 comma minus 3. Such that MA, so A will be here, children. See, MA, that means A is here. MA is equal to AB is equal to BC is equal to CN. So the order is very important. I did not mark it correctly. Okay, I took Mn like this, so I marked it. Okay, I marked Mn like this, so I'm right here also. But actually it is Mn like this. Okay, so MA, see here, MA is equal to AB is equal to BC is equal to CN. This is the situation. Now, B is the midpoint of MN. So how do we find the coordinates of B? See here, children. Add the x coordinates. B is the midpoint of which one? B is the midpoint of Mn, right? B is the midpoint of Mn. Add the x coordinates of Mn. Add the x coordinates of Mn. Minus 3 and 5. Add. You're not audible. Class, who's the emoji? Raise your hand. What's the problem, children? Why are you not answering? Huh? What is the sum of the x coordinates of Mn? 5 minus 3, 2. Divide by 2. Divide that by 2. 1, comma. Add the y coordinates. Minus 3, minus 6. Divide by 2. Minus 6 divided by 2, minus 3. See, B is the midpoint of Mn. Mn. So take the points M and N. Add the x coordinates. Minus 3 plus 5. Add 2. Divide by 2. 1. 2 by 2, 1. Then add the y coordinates. Minus 3, minus 6. Divide by 2. Minus 3. These are the coordinates of B. Then now C is the midpoint of Bn. C is the midpoint of Bn. So how do you find the coordinates of C? It's a midpoint of B and N. So add the x coordinates of B and N. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Divide by 2. So minus 1. Add the y coordinates of Bn because C is the midpoint of Bn. So minus 3, minus 6 by 2, minus 3. Now A is the midpoint of, please answer this at least. A is the midpoint of
B and M.
B and M, ma'am.
not D, not B and M, BM. So what will be the x coordinate of A? It's the midpoint of BM. So take the coordinates B and M. Take the coordinates of B and M. Add the x coordinates 1 and 5. 6. 6 by 2, 3. Add the y coordinates -3, -3, -6 by 2, -3. So these are the coordinates of A, B, and C. You need to first find the coordinates of B. And then B is the midpoint of MN, C is the midpoint of BN, and A is the midpoint of BN. So B is 1, -3. A is 3, -3. And C is -1, -3. Yeah. Yeah, take a picture, children.
Taken, ma'am.
Taken, ma'am.
All right.
Taken, ma'am.
All right, children. All right, children, it's time. Have the next meeting now. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you. You may leave the call.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
children.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.